All right, so please listen attentively. Let's learn now. Let's learn now. So please don't type anything else on the chat box. Those of us on Zoom, don't type anything on the chat box. Apart from those I want to request now. Please, if you know you don't have any group, if you know you don't have any group, just go to the chat box and type no group. That's all. Don't type anything else. Just type no group. We're going to take it and then check your consistency level, and then we'll get back and know if we assign a group to you or not. Thank you. The person using saying no group with iPhone, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know how you really, I don't know what you want me to do. There's nobody answering iPhone, and I've always wondered about this. Okay, you can't join a training all the time and you're not putting up your name. How do you want me to identify you as, you know? Yeah, Chris. Okay. Somebody is joining with Gemini iPhone. Like, how am I supposed to know that you don't who you are? And okay. Oh, Kenneth. Kenneth, were you not in class yesterday? So sorry. Kizito. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, guys. Um, please, Queen, I don't want you to be distracted today's class, okay? So while you're helping do stuff, I don't want you to miss classes as well. So see what you do. Send me the group list you've compiled to my WhatsApp. So for these people that don't have, there are some, I'll be able to allocate some, while for some, we'll be able to do some consistency verification. Even those that are already in the group, we're going to do their consistency verification. So this is very important. Joel, please add Victoria Olodoyin. Please, I beg you in the name of God. Joel, I think that's group 12. Thank you. Okay, guys. So yesterday, by the way, most of you did so good with your quiz today. Right? And I left it intentionally for a very long time. And it's okay. I know most of you were hoping to score, is it 600 or 500? But then again, your name failed you. So sorry about that. So Queen, I'm waiting on you to send me the groups and the number of persons in those groups. Wait. Hey, yeah. uh, okay, please let's learn. I'm seeing a lot of funny stuff. So somebody Henry the King said he's shy to say he scored. Henry, what did you score? Did you score 600 over 600? Reem Precious, we'll be needing a virtual naming ceremony. Is there something I'm not aware of? Reem Precious. Reem, please, gist me. If there's something I'm not aware of, just gist me now. Let's know if we're expecting a prompt engineering wedding. Oh, okay. All right, guys, let's learn. Let's learn, please. So yesterday we had a conversation and we're continuing with that particular conversation. Okay. So let's look at knowledge versus tools. So when remember we was talking about agentic AI, and we say knowledge, what does the agent know? Okay. For example, properties in Lekki can be expensive. Now, for tools, what can the agent do? So agent can search property listings. Agents can calculate mortgage payments. It can update a CRM. It can send emails. All right. So there is the concept of the knowledge itself, and there is the concept of the tool. Okay. There is the concept of the knowledge itself, and there is the concept of the tool. Now, let's look at tool calling. Remember, we spoke about tool calling yesterday. Oh, Botson, I got your, okay, yeah, okay. But please be safe, all right? Be safe. Just keep me updated on WhatsApp. Are you in a group already, Botson? Because I think I got your message. Okay, fine. So, yeah, but whatever it is, you will get the update later. The YouTube videos will be there. Okay. Okay. So we have 4 groups that have reported: group 12, group 16, group 3, group 18, group 7. Group 7, you are 6. Please, you can only be 4. So look out for the first 4 persons that joined your group. Those are the people that should be your group. Group 4, group 10. Group 10, I've already told you can only be 4. Group 6, group 26. Group 13, you can only be 4. Group 14, group 23, I can accept your 5. Group 9, group 6, group 8, you can only be 4. Group 19, you're 8, you can only be 4. Please make these adjustments. If you know you're in those groups that are up to 10, 8, and you weren't in their first 4, you best leave there now and indicate that you don't have a group so that we can assign a group to you. Okay. Okay, Gloria, I've taken note. Godson, group 8 is 4 now. Well done. Group 11 is 4. Okay, nice. Please, Queen, group 11 was not updated in this stuff. I said all the group leaders indicate how many persons you have in your group. If you've not done it, do it now so that we know those are the active groups. The rest, we're going to disband them and then reallocate the other people. We're entering very serious business the next few days, please. Anita said there are 4 in their group. I didn't indicate last night. So, Anita, those 2 people can't be in your group. You can only be with the people that indicated last night during the call. Sorry. Please, Queen, I'll give you like 3-4 minutes to update because I want you to concentrate while we're learning. I don't want while we're learning, you're busy doing something else. Okay. So 2 calling. Look at 2 calling, guys. So imagine that we're talking about how an agent reaches for a capability it doesn't have built in. I mean, there is a particular capability you don't have in the agent, but how does the agent how is he able to eventually perform that particular capability? So we're saying, for example, we say calculate 25% of 800,000 naira. What does the agent do? The agent feels like I need a calculator. So we have a calculator to, all right, we have a calculator to, and then it performs the calculation to tell you it's 200,000, and then it explains the results to the user. Okay, so if we must get 25% of 800,000, a calculator will be needed to be able to do that. Okay, a calculator will be needed to be able to do that. All right, then, however, you have what is called the function calling. The calculator is a tool. All right, the calculator is a tool, but function calling is how the model will request that an external function be executed. All right, it needs the function and the input. It does not run the function itself. Okay, so a situation where we call up a function to send a mail, we call up a function to search the web, we call up a function to create documents, or even update a particular database. So it is important that we understand the model doesn't magically perform the external operations. And we're going to see all of these even as we get into automation. All right. So why tools change everything? So if for an LLM without tools, you explain, you generate, you reason, and you summarize. But an AI with tools, we can search, we can calculate, we can retrieve information, we can update systems, we can send messages, we can execute workflows. All right, so you can see that when we have an LLM, for example, we just ask it's just explaining stuff to us. But when you're able to, build an agent, of course, with tools, we could do much more. We can be able to be specific. We can be able to search and get certain stuff, okay? Now, when it comes to planning, please understand something. This is very important, and for me, this is one of the most important slides. You research, that's number 1. And let's say, for example, our goal is to launch a digital marketing campaign for a restaurant. So number 1, you research. and I've told you this over and over again, that you must learn how to research. You must learn how to research. You must learn how to find out information. You don't have to rush things just because it's AI. No. For example, the agent stuff you guys are building, even after your presentation, you have to go back, work on it, edit stuff, remove. That's why you see some persons, even when they generate designs from AI, you just feel like vomiting because you just see too many information and all of the why, because they just felt like, okay, it's done it. They don't even want to sit down and go back and say, okay, let me tell you to remove this. Let me tell you to get us this. Let me tell you to get us this. Okay. So you must research. And of course, you even research with AI tools. We even research with, oh, that reminds me, please, there is good news. By tomorrow, the AI First team, remember the AI First Africa, we spoke about it earlier when the training started. They're going to be making provision for some of you to volunteer to be part of the event. And I think I also mentioned to you that I can't remember the number now, but we can have, we're going to have maybe Sharon and Sandra tomorrow. Sandra is the lead coordinator for AI First 2026. So I'll try to have her on the call tomorrow so they can tell us. But I know that we have like 4 or 5 slots available for the best projects for this program to present live at the AI First Africa in Port Harcourt. That's one. And so, but they're going to be giving opportunity for 20 persons to join the existing volunteer group. And I'm going to ask you, if you're joining, please go show yourself, like get involved, follow up on the publicity, carry it on your head, like be part of it, use it to build yourself, use it to, you know, create a perception of yourself that, yeah, I'm in the AI space and all. So someone remind me at the end of the class today, so I'll give us more details, but they'll be here tomorrow, and then have some of you join their volunteers group. Whether you're in Port Harcourt or not, feel free to join. No matter where you're, it's AI First Africa, whether you're in Nigeria, anywhere you are, joining, volunteer, you know, and follow through the process till October 24th, the publicity, the planning, everything, content, show yourself. If you're a designer, you have a skill, you can do anything, participate, all right? Don't go there and hide. Don't go there and just join the group and stay. It's useless. Take advantage of such an event and establish yourself, all right? Not just AI First. Look out for such events happening in Lagos, you know, Accra, Ghana, Rwanda, and all of those. Look out. Reach out. If they're calling for volunteer. If the only thing you can do is help share flyers and all that, it helps change the perception of people about you. It helps bring you closer into the ecosystem and remove you from the percentage, those people that are just consuming, and you can get into the rooms where the real conversations are happening. Okay, thank you. So research. Number 2 is strategy. Number 2 is strategy. So we must be able to strategize. You must learn how to strategize, okay? You must learn how to strategize. So when you research, you come up with strategy. We're launching a digital campaign. You research, you strategize. The next thing will now be to map out content. I'm using this example so that you'll be able to understand. Okay? The goal will be to map out content so that you can be able to say, okay, this is what I have. And when you've done that, you go ahead into production, you know, then a plan is useless if you don't execute it. A plan is useless if you don't execute it. So we must execute. So if you plan, you don't execute, it's like a stagnant water and it smells. The same thing, after we're done executing, we begin to evaluate. All right, we begin to evaluate, and then we're able to optimize it. When we evaluate, we get feedback, we know what is wrong, we know what's not working, and then we optimize. So complex goals cannot be executed directly. They must be broken down into smaller executable tasks before an agent can act on them, okay? So task decomposition. So we have a big goal, smaller objectives, executable tasks, actions, and results. Please don't forget this. Type this in the chat box, everyone, in this sequence. Type it. I don't want you to forget it. You have a very big goal. You break it down into smaller objectives. We achieve this, we achieve that. After that, we get this one. After that, we get this one. And then you break it down into executable task, you know, and of course, actions. You break it down into executable task and then actions so that okay. Okay, thank you. So executable task. Just okay, if I can do this one, I can do the other one. Not just don't make it look so complex. You must have it clear in your head and you're able to do your, have an executable task. Then you take actions and then results. Then there is what is known as React. React, R-E, and then A-C-T. The R-E, the R is in capital letter, the A is in capital letter. Please write it in the chat box. Let me see if you get what I mean. React. It is a pattern for thinking while doing. It is a pattern for thinking while doing. Henry King. Henry the King is not like that. Rewrite it, go and edit it, rewrite it. I no agree. Go and rewrite it. Let me check my people on YouTube. Go and write it, Henry. Yeah, that's why I like my people on YouTube. They are doing good. Alternated 47. Thank you. Peace out, man. Thank you. Gladys Darius. So yeah, React. So it's just as easy as saying what happens with React is that we're saying you reason, you act and observe. Reason, act and observe. So you reason about what to, for example, let's say we want to search. Okay, let's say it's research, like the example I have on the slide. Let's say we want to research. So you reason what to research, you run the search, you observe the results, you reason about the next search. Okay, so one thing I keep telling you is that your brain must be active while using AI. Your brain must be active while using AI. You must concentrate. Let me tell you how people use AI. They just type in something and then they allow it to run and then they go start gisting, come back, copy whatever it is, and then they move on. That's not it. Okay, that's not it. It must be that you stay back and like, hey, let me be able to check. You reason, you act, of course you observe, but react means reason and act. So you reason, you act. So it's more like you plan, you execute. You plan, you execute, okay? You plan, you execute. You plan, you execute. So when it comes to React, you can see this. The agent develops a full plan first, then carries it out. In React, of course, is dynamic, adaptive, useful when information changes during execution. And like I said, we're looking at plan and execute, structured, predictable, useful when tasks can be planned upfront. Okay, so you plan and execute. Plan and execute. While in React, you're looking at, we reason, you act, you observe. So it's very dynamic. That means it can be changing. It's adaptive. So whatever comes up, it can adapt to it. And then it is very useful when information changes during execution. All right. So normally, there is a conversation as to what should be the right pattern, but it's not a debate, but it's for you to look at depending on what you want to work on. When you're using the React style, the React pattern, you're going step by step as it goes. But in plan and execute, the full plan is created up front. The full plan is created up front. When it comes to adaptability, it adapts higher compared to when you plan and execute because it's step by step. So it's easier for you to adapt as we move on. But when it comes to predictability, the React pattern is lower compared to plan and execute because you planned everything up front. So it does have high predictability. Then the best use case is during research, okay? An open-ended task, like the kind of tasks that are just open-ended, let's be going, gradually. But when it's such things like building a report or schedule workflow, we will have to use the plan and execute pattern, all right? And then, of course, potential weakness. This can wander or loop. Why for plan and execute, it can break if reality changes. So despite the fact that we plan upfront, if the reality at the front changes, then that guy can break. But when it comes to React, though you're going step by step, it can wander. It can just, wander around. Now, so let's do this. How much freedom should an agent have? Okay, we call it the autonomy spectrum. Like, how much freedom should an agent have? Because we're building an agent, so how much freedom should they have? When it comes to, human only, that's level 0. Human does everything. You're the one doing everything. Then level 1 is where the AI suggests. So the AI recommends, but the human decides. Okay? The AI suggests, but you decide. You also have level 2, which is AI draft. The AI prepares the work, all right? The AI draft out the work and all of that. Then you have level 3, where the AI executes with approval. So for it to execute, the human must approve that go ahead and execute. Then you have level 4, which is AI executes autonomously. Here, the AI acts on its own. It doesn't need you. Layefa said level 3 should be the cap, I beg, before robots will take over the world. Layefa, calm down. Okay. Yeah, Queen, thank you so much for updating this list. So apart from group 26 that is from YouTube, I'm still seeing that group 8 is saying 11. Group 10 is still reading 10 from what you sent recently. But just leave it for now, Queen. Just let's concentrate and learn. So level 4, AI execute autonomously. Then level 5 is multi-agent autonomy, where the agents coordinate each other. Group 8 is 4. God's India said group 8 is 4. So we might have to correct that, Queen. All right. So you have agents correcting and fixing each other. So a correction worth making earlier, and I like this because, in short, I was at an AI event in a particular city in Nigeria here, and it was an exclusive event though, and the thing is, we had to establish, that the goal isn't maximum autonomy. Just like what Layefa is saying, the goal is the right amount of autonomy. All right. So let's say we're doing content formatting. That's why I made these things like this. Listen carefully, because listen carefully. For those of you that will get very good with building agents over time now, for most of you that will become very, very good with building agents. Oh, have I told you guys that I'm going to be opening an AI mentorship program? It's completely free. That is going to last for almost 60 days. It's not like we're having class 60 days, but those people are going to be with me for 60 days. We're not going to be having classes like this necessarily. It's just to be guiding them what they're doing, exposing them to stuff and all of that. But well, it's just going to be for limited people. Okay. At the end of the day, I want to make sure that we'll have like 10 persons who are well refined and making a whole buck of money and all of that. So yeah, I will announce that when it's ready. Unfortunately, most of you might not even know when it's announced. The same way most of you are missing out now in joining groups. All right, don't mind me. So the goal is in maximum autonomy. The goal is the right amount of autonomy. And listen carefully. For those of you that might even get very good with agentic AI and automation moving forward, be careful so you don't go to jail. Be careful so you don't get into trouble. If you're following this particular slide that we've been doing yesterday, you will notice that it's like a deeper part of stuff. So pay attention. You don't just say, because I can do a general, you have to understand. And that's why this slide is very important. Content formatting is low risk. So I can build an agent and give it full autonomy. Customer email is medium risk. I can't give it full autonomy. I can give it partial autonomy and be able to make some checks in between. Financial transaction is high risk. You cannot afford to give it even partial autonomy. You must be able to position and put it for human approval. Are you aware? Sure, let me not say. But as I speak to you, don't worry about it. But just know that systems are already losing money. They're already looking for the people. They want to say, oh, they want to arrest them, sue them, because it's true. Because people just feel like, oh, because it's AI, let's go down. You have to just understand these things. Financial transactions. Financial transactions. So it's not everything you just want to go and say, oh, his agent, let him do it on his own. You don't have to be doing anything. All you have to do is just fold your hands and relax. That is not the goal. The goal is not maximum autonomy. The goal is not maximum alcohol. The goal is the right amount of alcohol. The goal is not maximum salt. You know, when boys, people like Yusuf Bunya now and Joel Tambari, Emmanuel, Temi, Emmanuel Christopher, Kizito, all these guys in this class. You know how when they cook beans and they put too much salt, you know, Henry King is like somebody that will put too much salt in beans. It's just very obvious. Just very obvious. So just because they see salt, they will just spam, they just pack and put it there. Even Godson. So is Nathan Prince. Nathan Prince looks like somebody that can. I have a feeling that it's not true. He will put too much salt. He put too much salt. See, Godson say he's a good cook. I heard somebody say, sir, both ladies. I know now. I know. Like Etidara now. She's beginning to remember the day she cooked a very salty food like this. She couldn't even believe her eyes. Even Grace is so Jennifer has cooked a very salty food. She can't deny it. I have that feeling. I have that feeling. Riches. I don't know. Riches would have. Please, can somebody confirm if Riches has cooked a salty food? If your spirit is telling you that Riches has cooked it, just let me know so that we can. Because we're Summer Queen. I don't think Summer Queen will cook salty food. But I don't know. Her own might be very salty. The day she cooks salty food might be that thing would have been very salty like this. But let's just leave Summer Queen. You know she's a. Let's just leave her before she will pursue everybody from this corner. Hey, Vivian is saying fine girls don't cook salty food. See, Vivian is one of them. She has exposed herself. She's one of the people. You see, that's why I love Henry King. You see, he said, cheers to us that can cook salty beans. One love. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Madam Esther, we've left our Summer Queen. Oh, please, so Summer Queen, she has never cooked salty food in her life. Mojola Law said Summer Queen food is salty. See, Mojola, my hand no day. All right, guys. So that's the idea. The idea is not, the goal is not maximum salt. The goal is the right amount of salt. So just because salt is available does not, let me tell you a story of my salty food that I ever cooked in this life. In short, let's leave it. Let's just continue. So, so Vivian said, let me tell you, it was not intentional. It was not intentional. I'm trying to remember the song. It was not intentional, and I was in school then. I think it should be my level 300 or so. There was a song, there was a particular song. Once I remember that song, I'll let you know. That song was just playing, and I was singing along. So I was just singing, I was just putting the song alongside the song. Like I was just enjoying myself. Serious. When I was done, my other brother asked me if I wasn't going to eat. I thought I was going back to school to read. When he's ready, he should eat. He said, but I was feeling hungry. I said, no. So I went to take my bait, and then he went in to the kitchen to No, somebody said if I was at USC back then, no, I was living at Eagle Island then. So I was in the bedroom when I heard him shout from the kitchen. Yeah. So by the way, let's get back to class. So financial transaction is high risk. Financial transaction is high risk. Then medical and legal decision, very high risk. Very high risk. Because that one can somebody's life. That one can somebody's life. So for legal, it has to be human-led and AI-assisted only. It has to be human-led. Before your AI will now go and say you're guilty when you're not guilty. Yes, Solomon, it can, but it's a whole lot of work because you have to do a couple of stuff to clear out the memories and all of that. So all I'm saying in essence is like, trust me, this is one of the most important slides in our conversation, please. So always ask yourself, oh, what could be the risk level of this, and this, right? So that you will be able to know. So you don't just go and put something there and then that is it. Okay, it tells you to do this one and then you put like that. They say do this one and then you put like this. Before you know it, is there because you might not even understand the term. They say do this one and then you, okay, let's say it might be for pregnant women. They say first trimester, and because you don't even know, you think that trimester means somebody who is carrying triplets, and you go and act anyhow. You go and do stuff. So please, you just have to try and understand that. So if you must ensure that you're keeping people in the right seats. Okay? Financial transactions. So now you know when we started this and I told you that we'll get to a point where you will know why you don't just jump into certain conversations you see online. You will know when amateurs are talking. Right? So that's why AI is coming. It will displace everybody. And the people saying it don't even know how to use the AI in the first place. Right? So financial transactions, we need to somehow have human in the loop. When it comes to hiring, we might also need to have human in the loop. Legal documents, very important. Healthcare, very important. Mass communication, very important. Because if we don't do that, how do we even know that the news that we're pushing out, they are verified, they're okay? Somehow, there should be human in the loop. So AI performs the work, human reviews, human approves, and AI executes. Majority of the big AI systems has to work like this. So that when you find yourself in those spaces and you understand this system, you don't lose your job. They don't pursue you after 2 days. Do you understand? They don't pursue you after 2 days. Maybe one small finance company that is into finance, maybe giving loans or helping people collect collateral, they just bring you apart, and just in 2 days, they've lost 10 million because you told them, you said, don't worry, I'm an AI expert. You think that the 30 days I wasted sometime in 2026 to learn AI, I thought it was a joke. You know, you hype yourself and hype yourself. They say, okay, no problem. They gave you tools, you do this one, you do one small thing, and everybody gets excited. They say, "Ha, you serious?" You say, "Yes." And then now you've gone to build this, you say you're automating this one, you're automating this one, you're automating this one, and now things are running. They are losing money. They can't even control anything. Someone has sent fake alerts. Your system couldn't dictate that it was fake alert, and it has approved. It's going. There is problem. There is a problem. So the same way they are saying that, oh, people will lose their job, AI is coming. Even you now that know how to use AI, they can fire you because of what you use AI to do to the company. They can just fire you. So you have to be able to They say, oh, send in documents. Oh, we ask people the questions, blah, blah, blah. We hire, only for us to hire people that don't know anything. Now, company is moving backwards after 3 months. They start tracing. They realize that it was the system you built that did that because you did not know when to bring in a human into the loop. Right? So you did not know when to bring a human into the loop. So good agentic systems don't eliminate humans. They put humans at the right decision points. Look at that. Look at that in the slide. And you might want to type it down somewhere. Good agentic systems don't eliminate humans. They put humans at the right decision points. All right. That's what it is. That's what it is. So this is what we call the single agent architecture. Because I told you we have multiple agents. So single agent, you have the user feeds the AI agent connects a model to a tool, takes action, all right? Let's think about a research agent. So the goal is to research Nigerian fintech companies, tools, search and spreadsheet, output a quantitative analysis document straight up. So like most of the agent stuff you guys are building in your groups, they are just single agent architecture. Thank you, God Cynthia. Thank you for typing that right there. Thank you. Queen, are you on the call? Hello, Queen.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
You're not distracted, Abby?
I can hear you. I'm here. No, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. So I asked a question here. Would you hire one person to be a researcher, designer, accountant, marketer, developer, customer support officer? Probably not. And that is what we mean by specialized agents. Each agent has a specific responsibility, the same way your best team does. And now I'm telling you that the best agent is not that agent that can do everything. It is best to have specialized agents. Specialized agents. Okay, so each agent has a specific responsibility, the same way your best team does. And then you now have the multi-agent systems. So the manager agent, research agent, writer agent, analyst agent, design agent, review agent, final output. Each of these agents are specialized agents, but they are working together for a sole purpose, but they are specialized agents. We didn't build all of them as one agent. Thank you, Layefa. There is need for division of labor in AI as well, yet. When building agents, there will be need for division of labor. That's what we mean by specialized agents. And you make money that way because you can easily deploy. I kid you not. Just this morning, by tomorrow, we're deploying an agent that someone wants to use to be able to create quiz. And in short, if possible, we might test it tomorrow. We'll use it for our quiz and people will see how it looks like. All right. So it works that way, and a very unique system. Very, very, very unique system. So these are multiple agent examples: research agent, strategy agent. Then you have the manager agent there. So if we're launching a new restaurant, we have an agent that focuses on strategy. We have an agent that is content. We have agents that is research, agent that does design, analytics agent, all of them. But the manager agent will coordinate all of them. All right. Okay, yeah. This is AI orchestration and all of that. Okay, fine. So we've gone through product prompt engineering, agent design. Now, from tomorrow, We're going to be looking at workflow design, and that is where automation comes in. And eventually, you will become an AI orchestrator. Okay. All right. So please listen attentively. Everyone, how do we do it? Okay. Please listen carefully. Listen carefully. Tomorrow at exactly 7 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to be having presentations. Please listen carefully. I'm making lots of announcements now. So you don't come back tomorrow and say, I pay. I'm making lots of announcements now. But before I do that, Queen, please, I'll need your help. So take note of these people. And as I'm calling them, you add them to the groups. They should join the groups I'm mentioning. Sorry, I'm trying to go back to the chat where I said those that don't have a group should just type no group. Okay, I'm there. So I'll be able to pick out. So please, Confidence Clement, join group 2. Confidence Clement, join group 2. Confidence Clement, join group 2. Sandra, group 12. Sandra, join group 12. Favor, join group 9. Nwachukwu Justin, group 22. Kizito, group 6. Kizito, group 6. Joy Emmanuel, group 14. Joy Emmanuel, group 14. Tinotenda. Tinotenda, you have your own group, group 27. Vivian will join that group. Jane Stewart will join group 27. Festa Iyaye, group 27 as well. Chris, group 27. Kenneth will join group 15. Sammy Grace, group 17. Kachi, join group 20, please. Kachi, join group 20. Monica, group 17. Monica, group 17. Ugweze Favor, group 18.
Please, I didn't hear this last name you called for group 18.
Ugweze Favor Bona.
Okay.
Melissa, group 16. Prince Emmanuel, group 9. Shalom, why don't you have a group? Why were you not in class yesterday? And you weren't in class on Friday as well. Peace Sunday, how come you're not in a group? You've been consistent, so what happened? I need explanation, or not just add you to a group. Peace Sunday, I'm waiting for you. Johnson as well, what happened? Why are you not in a group? Yes, Solomon Dago, definitely. Sorry. Yes, I know. Queen, I know he's been consistent, but I want to know why he wasn't in class yesterday. Why he's not in a group. Solomon, why were you not in a group? You and Peace Sunday, I want to know why. But Dora, the fact that your laptop wants to go is not the reason why I will just add you to a group. Where is Solomon? Solomon, I'm waiting for you to respond. I have to leave here. Peace,
Solomon,
Sunday, are you here?
let me unmute them. Solomon. Solomon, you can speak now. Solomon. Peace Sunday, you can speak. Oh, YouTube group is 26 now. YouTube is 26.
Let me understand something. Esther, sorry. Queen, what are you saying? You said YouTube group, there are 26 persons in their group.
Someone said, sir, what's the conclusion of those of us in YouTube? So I'm saying number 26 is YouTube, and there are more than, I think there are more than 11 or so.
There are 11. That's from yesterday. And so I'm also going to check from what we have yesterday. Who is leading that group, Queen?
YouTube is 47. The person's name is 47.
No, alternative 47 is assisting the person, I guess.
I can't remember the person's name, so I had to use 47 as the group head.
Yeah, I'm going to check. They shouldn't also be, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah, peace out, man. Yeah, peace out, man. Gideon Niwawa, we don't have any problem with those in YouTube. They are 11 already, and we're going to leave them that way. Solomon Dago, I don't like your explanation, but notwithstanding, Queen, please, let's have group 28. Solomon Dago will look that group. Peace Sunday will be in that group as well. Yes, Dennis Blessing. When last were you in class? Why you know which group have you ever joined before? Dennis Blessing. Please respond to me. Including Johnson or Wajin. Yeah, Kayafat, I know he's consistent. That's why I'm not happy that he wasn't in class yesterday. I know he's been very, very consistent. Onogen, why are you not in any group? Onogen, join group 28. Johnson, I'm waiting for you. Why? Which group have you ever joined before? No, I mean previously. We've had different groups before. Which one have you ever joined before? Not this particular grouping we did yesterday. So join group 28, Johnson. All right. So please listen carefully. So tomorrow, 7 p.m., this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to tell you how serious this is. I and Queen will work out something tonight. So once I drop this call, I will get on the phone with Queen, and then Queen, please, after this call, I'm saying it now in presence of her, don't rush and go and sleep. Queen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
See, guys, I tell you, there was one day, Queen she just went, and then she just dropped the message in the group. As we just ended the call, she put off her phone and slept. I'm telling you.
No.
So please, we'll have to announce those who will be presenting tomorrow. Please listen. We want to be able to showcase everyone, and we're going to do this intentionally. We're going to be streaming the presentation on Facebook. We're going to be streaming the presentation on Facebook. So please, once we go live, we'll copy the link and share with you. All you're going to do is please go to the Facebook link, reshare it, drop a comment, like, come back to the Zoom. Because it will definitely get to your group's turn. And of course, if you're in a lightened place, when it's your time to present, please put on your video. But if you're not, no problem. You guys have presented before and you've done good. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Henry King, for reminding me. First, I've already said you're in group. I can't remember the group now, but I think it's group, I think the group that Tinotenda is. Yeah, group 27. Yeah, First, group 27. So, please, that's very important. And don't forget to take screenshots once you share or anything, please. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So once we drop the link, just help us go and share. Like, we want to give everyone visibility. We don't want to have anything less than 30 shares, 40 shares for each presentation for everybody. So you can fall back to that presentation. You can fall back to that presentation as form of your portfolio that your group presented something like this. Very, very important. Very, very important. You can fall back to that presentation, share the link with people later on and say, please go and watch this. My team did a presentation on so thing. All right. So tomorrow, 7 to 8, we're going. So if we're going 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So let's see if we can be able to take 4 groups tomorrow. So we announce the groups that will be presenting tomorrow. Just to give us an idea, if your group is done, just type the number of your group. Like if you've done creating your agent, or you know definitely you'll be done by tomorrow. That will not affect the groups we're calling, because if we announce your group and you're not ready, you're on your own. But just give me an idea. Just drop in the chat box. Group 14 is done. Group 28. Solomon Dago, is it not today that I formed your group? How come you people are done? I've not even given you people topic. God, I beg you. Please, the new groups, make sure you chat me up and collect your topics, I beg. Don't mind him. He has cooked salty food for God. Don't mind that. Yes. Group 17 will be done tomorrow, okay? Summer Queen, I don't think anybody that doesn't, they have to prove why they doesn't have group. But as long as I'm concerned, I'll sorted that out. Okay, group 11 tomorrow. Okay, so we will announce. We will announce the group that will be presenting tomorrow. Come prepared though, because if we find out that we still have more time when these ones are done, we'll call another group. So don't say we did not tell you. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Come prepared. Please create an account. Please listen carefully. Create an account. Create an account with N8N. N8N. Please, I just dropped it. I'm dropping it in the chat box. Create an account with N8N. We're starting AI and automation tomorrow. Serious business. Create an account with N8N. Don't say I didn't tell you. If you have someone that you can borrow his system, please do. If you have someone you can borrow laptop from tomorrow, please do. If you have someone you can borrow laptop, by all means do tomorrow. I'm begging you. Connect it to internet. Just stay. Just tell the person that you have a very serious business. Please. Please. If you have a laptop, please charge it. For the next few days, you'll be very busy. But if you don't, carry your pen and paper. You'll be very good. I'm telling you, carry your pen and paper and follow through the class. Trust me, the next 7 days of this training, you will not want to leave AI if you really want to make money and if you really want to grow. I'm just going to prepare you to learn. Like, you'll be excited to learn. You will want to go and learn things. You will see where it is happening with AI, not come and generate picture. Let me pay you 10,000. So let's have that. So I think we're sorted. Tomorrow, I said we're going to have people from, they will join us by 8 after our presentation very quickly to tell us about AI first. And I said you guys can be able to to